Hello, my name is Kimia, and I am an undergraduate student. I'm an international student studying in Canada. Um, Compared to everyone else around me who were going through just whether back in my country, I'm from Iran, or in Canada, there are two types of people usually. There are the ones that want to go to med school, they want to become an engineer, or a software developer. They are like going for the money and they're going through the education route. And some of them get there, some of them don't. But the thing about them is that they usually do not have an open mind around other career prospects. So, yeah, they enter university, they're like, okay, I'm gonna be a doctor, and that's it. That's all they're exploring. But then there are the other side, which are the majority of students, especially in first and second year, which are students who have no idea what they want to do after they graduate and they don't know why they're even in their degree. They're like, okay, I liked this topic, I liked this unit in high school, so now I'm doing this whole degree, or yeah, something like that. They like what they're studying, and yeah, that is also very common in arts because there aren't a lot of options to go into like with a philosophy degree. There aren't really philosophy jobs out there. So I was always terrified of graduating and not knowing what I want to do. Also, I had another fear, which was becoming a doctor without actually liking it, because my parents were pushing me a lot and they were like, oh my god, you have so much talent, you're so smart, you have to like put it to use. But I didn't actually find the field interesting enough, and it's just so much work. Being a doctor is a lot of hours and not that good of a pay actually. So I went to university with an open mind. I was completely ready to explore everything and anything and just see what comes up. So in university, I am still doing bachelor's of arts and science, which you get to have two specializations, one in science and one in something other than science. It could be art, it could be business, it could be math, social science, like anything. And I realized that I like science way more than I thought before. First, I was in psychology and neuroscience. Psychology, my art side, neuroscience, my science side, and they were really complementing each other. It was great, and I first added music because I love music. I love singing. Then I dropped music. I added business because I realized I really don't need music on my degree. It's just I could do music courses for free. I don't want my international tuition to go to music specialization, you know? But business could get me through a lot of doors, and it is useful information, honestly. Any job that I want to get in the future, it's gonna be part of a business. So you need to know how the businesses, you don't need to, but it's a good thing to have, to have a knowledge of how businesses operate. Um, After that, after my second semester, I was taking clinical psychology, which really made me realize that I do not like psychology and any social science or arts, as a matter of fact. It opened my eyes of how much I am evidence based, and psychology is lacking lacking evidence. It's just based on a bunch of observations of like, okay, if these two things look similar, let's put them all in one category and call them all one disease. Like, DSM-5, there is a list of diagnoses for people, and it's like if you have 3 of these 15 things, you have this thing. And then people actually take medications which messes with their chemical neurotransmitters, and we are using medications that we don't even know how they work. Something like lithium, they still don't know how it works, and they're like, okay, if it works, then let's just do it. And if we don't know how it works, we don't know what the side effects are, we like long term, and it could be, it's just so annoying. I didn't want to be a part of that field at all. So I switched psychology for biotechnology, because biotechnology is using biology to create tools to carry out chemical reactions that don't really happen in a lab environment. That's like a part of biotechnology. But I just love how powerful it is. It's just it's biology, but applicable biology, basically. And yeah, the more I'm taking science courses, I realize how science-based my brain operates. And so yeah, this video, I want to more talk about the process of me figuring all these out. So so the first step for me was figuring out what are my priorities. Do I want a comfortable life? Do I want to love my job? Do I want just money? And I realized I want it all. I really want it all. I am not like, it's okay, I can hate my job, or like I can moderately like my job, but if it makes money, that's okay. I really cannot do that, especially since I have ADHD, and if I'm not interested in something, I suck at it. And if I am interested in something, I can be the best in that thing. So just realistically, I needed something that I like. And after that, I obviously don't want to be poor. So anything above average, I would say, is a good thing for me. Like I'm hoping to start my own business later on in my life, but if not, I won't die without it, you know? So if you guys have heard of Ikigai really helped me with realizing what I love, what makes me money, what things I'm good at, and it has another circle which I don't really remember right now. But Ikigai was really helpful with me realizing that I am actually good at coding skills, and it also can make me the money I want, because with a biological science degree, you really cannot get a good job. You at least need a PhD to get like above average salaries. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to a PhD just for the sake of a good salary. So what happened was that I looked at different disciplines that are out there, and different fields of science. And at first I was thinking about biomedical engineering, because I didn't even know bioinformatics is a thing. I was like, what if I could just code things that are biology related? I was just looking for something that would do that. And I started with biomedical engineering. I researched some degrees, like master degrees, but they all needed an engineering bachelor's degree, which makes sense. But after looking a lot through like other like different fields that are out there, I finally found bioinformatics, which was my interest, what I'm good at, which is biology, what I'm good at, which is coding, and what makes me money, which is it's a very new field, and there was so much demand because usually biology students don't know how to code, and not all computer science students could be like that involved in the projects because they don't really have the enough knowledge about DNA and RNA and proteins.